Welcome to Math Skills. It's time to develop your skills in math. Today we are going to be factoring quadratic equation using box method. So we have the equation 2x squared plus 7x plus 6 is equal to 0. So step number 1 says split each of the variables and the constant into boxes. So the coefficient with x squared is going to split to a box. The coefficient of x, the coefficient with the variable x squared is going to split to a box. The coefficient with the variable x is going to split into two boxes. So the coefficient with x is going to split into two boxes. And the constant 6 is going to split to a box. So that's step number 1. 2x squared is going to split into a box. 7x is going to split into two boxes. So which variables are going to add up to give us 7x? And 6 is going to split into a box. So step number 2, in the first box, go ahead and write 2x squared and write 2x squared. So you write the coefficient with the x squared. In this case, we have 2x squared. And in the last box, go ahead and write a constant. Your constant is 6. So is your constant positive or negative? It's a positive 6, which means I'm going to put a positive here. Step number 3, it says get the coefficient of x squared. So the coefficient of x squared is 2. Step number 3 says get the coefficient of x squared and multiply by the constant. In this case, the constant is 6. So 2 times 6 is going to give us a 12. So that's step number 3. Step number 3 says get the coefficient of x squared and multiply by the constant. And that's going to give us a 12. Okay? Step number 4. So which two numbers multiply to a 12? And when you add the numbers or the same numbers, it's going to give you the coefficient of x, which is 7. So which two numbers can multiply to a 12? And when you add the same numbers, it's going to add up to the coefficient of x, which is 7. So you go ahead and think of the two numbers. So I believe the two numbers are 3 and 4. So let's see if we are correct. Okay. So what is 3 times 4? Wow, 3 times 4 is going to give us a 12. Okay. So 3 times 4 is going to give us a 12, which is this 12. And let's see what is 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4. Wow, it's going to give us a 7. So we are correct, which is this 7 here, okay? So this 7 here. So 3 times 4 gives us a 12, and 3 plus 4 gives us a 7, which is the coefficient of x. That's step number 3. Okay, step number 4 says, which of these two numbers is going to factor with 2x squared? Which of these two numbers, 3 or 4, can factor out with 2x squared? If I try a 3, it's not possible for 3 to factor out with 2x squared because you have a 2 and you have a 3. They cannot form a factor. Let's try a 4. Is it possible for 4 to factor with 2x squared? Yeah, it's possible because 2 can factor out with 4. Okay, so which means I'm going to put a 4x here. So remember we said 7x is going to split into two variables. So that's what we're trying to do. So you get your 4 and write 4x here, okay? Now, the question is it a positive 4 or a negative 4? It's a positive 4. So which means I'm going to put a positive here, okay? Now, therefore, can 3 factor with 6? Yeah, it's possible. So I'm going to put 3x here. Is it a positive or a negative 3? It's a positive 3. So it means I'm going to put a positive in front of the 3. So you can see that 4x plus 3x is going to give us 7x right up here. So which means we are correct. So remember, this is an equation. So it's equal to 0. So the next step says factor. Step number 5. Draw another box for the 2, each of the 2's. So I'm going to draw a box for this one. So we have a box there. And we also have a box here. Okay. Now we are comparing 2x squared plus 4x. So whatever is common between these two, we are going to put it outside of the box. So by looking at this, you can see that 2x is common. So I'm going to put 2x outside the box. Okay. Now what am I going to write inside? I'm just going to write x plus a 2. So let's see if we are correct. Okay. If you get 2x and multiply by x, are you going to get 2x squared? Yes, so we are correct. If you get a 2 and distribute and multiply by 2, if you get 2x and multiply by 2, are we going to have 4x? Yes, we're going to have 4x, so we are correct. Okay. And remember, you have a positive right up here. Please remember to move your signs. So I'm going to move this positive right down here. Okay. So it's a plus. So I move the positive down there. It's going to be a plus here. Okay. Now we are comparing 3x plus 6. So what is common between 3x? Which is common between 3x and 6? I think is a 3. Is that right? Yeah. So let's put a 3 outside. And let's try to put x plus, and let's put a 2. So let's try to verify if we are correct. So if I take 3 and distribute, I'll multiply by, so 3 times x, is it 3x? Yes, we are correct. 3 times 2, 3 times 2, is it 6? Yes, it means we are correct. So we are correct. So this is equal to 0. Now, we are going to compare these two. So let's compare these two. So what is common between 2x times x plus 2 and 3x times x plus 2? So you can see that x plus 2 is common here and x plus 2 is also common here. So I'm going to write x plus 2 here. And what is left here is 2x. Remember, there's a plus here, plus 3. So I'm going to write 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. So therefore, our factors are 2x plus 3 and x plus 2. So thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. Keep on watching math skills to develop your skills in math. Have a nice day. Bye.